This is a quick overview of the Mfj-259C antenna analyzer. I received my Mfj-259C as a Christmas gift this year, so I thought I'd give you a quick overview. My first recommendation is download the manual from the MFJ website, or you can purchase a nice little nifty guide. The nifty guide is very handy. A few things I like about this meter: its ease of use, and the controls are a fairly good size, and especially with a guy like me who has big hands, makes it easy to use. So let's go over some of the controls. It has a 2-line digital display, which displays operating frequency as well as measuring data. Right below that is the SWR meter and impedance meter. The gate button here is for setting gate speed, as well as performing some specialty functions. The mode button here allows you to switch between SWR, coaxial loss, capacitance, impedance, or frequency mode. The tuning button is a variable capacitor, which allows for analog tuning of the analyzer. And then the frequency control. The main frequency control goes from 11 MHz all the way up to 230 MHz. Putting the control in low range mode allows you to go from 530 kHz to 11 MHz. Going along the top, the first connection is the ground post. The second is the main antenna connector, which is an SO239. Then we have the frequency counter input. This is used only when you're in the frequency counter input mode. And then, of course, the DC jack. A few quick points about the DC jack. Never use the DC jack if you have alkaline batteries installed in the unit. What I always do is every time I'm done using the unit, I uninstall the AA batteries. Another thing I always do when using the antenna analyzer is before I connect the antenna, I always short it to ground. You would be surprised how much static electricity is built up on an antenna just sitting there. The two primary ways that most amateur radio operators will use the antenna analyzer is for checking SWR and for checking coaxial loss. So let me show you how you do that. First of all, let's check SWR. Now I've got this meter connected to a dummy load. As you can see, we're checking for 20 meters. My SWR is 1.1, and my resistance on this load is 49 ohms. And because it's a dummy load, of course, there is no inductance. Again, the second thing is coaxial loss. In this case, I'm taking an old gnarly piece of RG58, and let's see what kind of coaxial loss we get on this thing. Even at 5 MHz, we have 24 dB of loss. I guess this piece of coax is meant for the junk barrel, which is exactly where I had it. And that's a quick overview of the Mfj-259C. I hope this video is helpful, and 7-3 from N9 LVS.